So to answer your question, we started in 2002, and this is our 22nd year at the HBMA.
Really?
Yep.
So you started and jumped in.
We jumped right in. We went to the fall conference. Back then they used to have 2 conferences, but we were in the fall one of that year.
Yeah.
Brand new. Nobody knew us. Nobody knew document management.
And no one knew the need.
No, they didn't really know a need. You were still couriering information, FedExing information.
Yes.
Even people didn't really even email the documents back then. And nobody really knew that they even had to be secure at that point.
So you've evolved.
Yes.
NewportMed's evolved. There's been this evolution in our industry that is, I don't know that there's an industry that continues to try to catch up, if you will, with where we need to be or where we're going. A lot of us are here every year trying to figure what's the roadmap. You know, I'm at point B. I want to get to point Z, but there's all these stops on the way, and what are they?
And detours, right?
Yes.
Because you can take one path and then another one shows up in another area, and you might want to go down that road.
We're here every year now, and we just, I think together can mutually thank the HBMA for all that you're doing for our industry. I jumped back in here about 10 years ago. I was kind of MIA for some years. And I think the HBMA, over the last 5 or 6 years, I don't know if you felt it like I have, there's been a difference here.
Yes.
Like more companies are coming back, and just the mind share that goes on here, it's amazing. It spurs me on as a CEO. I don't know if you get the same, because...
Well, I have so many of our clients came yesterday and were telling me how much they enjoyed all of the sessions, how much they're learning. They're like, I'm doing all of these things over here, but like to your point earlier, but now I have to work over here to get to Z, right?
Yeah.
And so take these little paths along the way. And one of the things that you and I were talking about before we even sat down was that, and to your point about that, eBridge is this steady foundational support behind so many of the billing companies.
That's what I hope to be as a company. I know that's what the HBMA wants to be for all of us RCM companies, is no matter where you are in your journey, detour or not, come here, share with HBMA members, vendors, because there's so much that goes on here. That I come here sometimes hurried, business is growing.
It's hard to get away.
Life, hard to get away. Life is happening, family is happening. And then I get here and I'm like, oh, I needed this.
Yes.
But one thing I will say, and hopefully this makes it, one thing that I've learned coming to these HBMA conferences is I go home with 2 things because I hear 50.
Right.
And I've taken 50 things back to the business and tried to do 50 things. And I've kind of hurt the company at times where I'm like, no, these are all initiatives, or these are all amazing things. These companies are doing it. But I've realized the last couple of years, take my 2 home. I got 2.
That's smart.
Which ones deserve the time and attention, and those are the 2. And that might happen in the first hour, the first session, or it might happen in the last session or throughout. But that's something that I've learned, that I just talked to my partners last night, and we were doing some strategic planning, and this is not the right venue to do that, as we've heard so much. All of a sudden, the strategies we were talking about on day 1, now that we've heard all these amazing things.
Now the funnel's much bigger.
And I'm like, no, we're going to 2 things.
You, other people to say, hey, 5 minutes with Josh, and he's going to tell you that your clients can do this.
There's never been a conversation that has said 5 minutes with Josh. We were supposed to go 5 minutes. Here we are, 15 minutes.
This is bad too, because I'm a talker.
I just love, I love talking our industry, and I knew this was going to be something special because you love our industry too. We're passionate about it, and so I appreciate you talking to me. And
I appreciate you very much. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank
you to all the HBMA and all of our clients. It's super grateful to be here. Super grateful. It's an honor. Absolute honor.
Thank you.